So getting found online is a pretty simple concept, but it can be tricky to execute. Today, consumers started in their shopping experience by looking on the internet. They're looking at search engines. They're looking through blogs. They're looking at social media networks like Facebook and LinkedIn and all of those other good places. Some statistics show that 79% of Americans use the internet, and of those 79%, 66% of them spend more than 3 hours a day online. That seems a bit much, but 3 hours a day. Now, the statistic you should be interested in is that 78% of them use the internet to conduct product research. That means that they're searching for products and services and businesses that are just like yours. So the goal is for you to be found by them. You got to be found by them when they come searching for you. You need to make sure that you get connected or matched up with the right people. That is exactly what inbound marketing is, and the way that you do this is by creating what I call marketing gravity. Marketing gravity is all about taking your website and turning that website into a strong magnetic force that pulls your target in. So instead of driving your message into a crowd like a sledgehammer, you're going to pull them in like a magnet. Think magnet when you think about inbound marketing. Traditional marketing focuses on pushing out information and pushing out a marketing message and going out and finding customers like a crazed hunter. Under these circumstances, you're going to spend a lot of resources on this massive search party to capture an unsuspecting and, of course, an unwilling prey. People don't want to be captured. Inbound marketing, on the other hand, focuses on pulling the targets in. So here you are creating beacons of light. You are the lighthouse so that people can find you when they're looking for you. So it's about pulling them in and being found rather than going out there and hunting and creating that search party. So think sledgehammer when you think about traditional marketing and hunting. We're going to go into a lot of detail about how to create these magnetic forces in upcoming videos. But before we do, I really want you to understand two concepts. And the first is what I just talked about. That's marketing gravity. The other, in order to really understand marketing gravity, you have to understand what marketing entropy is. Marketing entropy. And this is really what most businesses do. When I sit down and I take a look at marketing strategies for the first time, a lot of people are creating marketing entropy. And entropy in the scientific and physical world is a state of disorder. It's a state of chaos. And when you have marketing entropy, that means that your elements are all disconnected. They're just kind of out there randomly in the atmosphere. They're not connected to one another or connected back to your company in a real cohesive way. In this state, your customers might encounter the ads that you have scattered across multiple mediums, but when they do encounter it, it will be by chance. So that's why I sometimes call traditional marketing shotgun marketing. A shotgun is also called a spray gun because when the bullet impacts, it explodes and it sprays pellets. So because of the spraying effect, when you use a shotgun, you can afford to not be as accurate. Now, I'm not saying that as a traditional marketer, you're not a good marketer. No doubt, you have really put a lot of thought into your marketing activities. You've made sure that the gun was pointed in the right direction. When you broadcast your message using traditional forms of advertising like radio and television and cold calls and direct mail, you probably put a lot of strategy and thought into how the message is broadcasted. So you probably are a really great marketer, but unfortunately with inbound marketing, even though you try to be smart and mindful about targeting your ads, you are still wildly spraying those messages out there and hoping that something sticks. You're spraying the message out there. There's a quote from M. Lawrence Light. He's the former chief marketing officer for McDonald's, and he hit the nail on the head when he said, it no longer makes sense, or it no longer makes economic sense to send an advertising message to the many in the hopes of persuading the few. Really think about that. You're sending an advertising message to the many and you're hoping to persuade a few. It doesn't make economic sense. The problem with shotgun marketing is that it's a lot like taking a gun and shooting in the dark. Okay, so what happens in that scenario when the lights come on and you hit something and a piece of advertising sticks to a customer, it's really difficult to tell how. It's really difficult to tell how or why, and because of that lack of visibility, it's difficult to replicate the results, and you have wasted a lot of bullets. So that's what happens with spray gun marketing, shotgun marketing. All of the elements are disconnected and they're fragmented, and it's all rather chaotic and random, and at times it really is a waste of bullets. And I don't think that any of us have any bullets to waste, which is why marketing gravity is so much more attractive than marketing entropy. So marketing gravity is about shooting with precision and accuracy. With marketing entropy, you are shooting with a spray gun. With marketing gravity, you're shooting with a long-range rifle. And in this state, you're using every single bullet. You're being thoughtful about how every single element of your marketing strategy comes together. There's no waste with your bullets. Your online forces are out there and they're everywhere that your target audience is, and they just cannot resist you. They cannot resist your magnetic pull because you're really able to connect with them. You've taken the time to get to know them and you're engaging them with your content and with your conversation. Maybe it's the conversations that you're having out there on other blogs, or maybe it's the conversations you're having within social media networks. Maybe you're getting on Facebook and you're talking, or you're on Twitter. Maybe it's the traffic that you're getting from your search engines. Whatever the case is, every piece of marketing, everything that you do out there is designed not only to gain exposure for you, but also to pull your targets in. Everything has a purpose. One way to think about it is a spider web. All of your marketing activities, everything that you do out there should connect back to the center. It should connect back to to your website. So as you create opportunities for them to interact with you, your customers and your target audience to interact with you, you're kind of creating this web on the web and you're pulling them in. That is what marketing gravity is.